All right, guys, figured I'd do a video quick before I finish this thing up here. Last video, I didn't really touch on it, but this is the turbo off my Camaro, and because we're upgrading that, haven't decided on the option for that car yet. But I am going to utilize this billet 7875, and I'm going to put it on my Silverado. As most of you know, I daily an 03 1500 HD, so 6.0 4L80 crew cab Silverado, and I am just going to throw this turbo on it and see how it does. I'm not going to do cam. I'm not going to do springs. Well, I'm not going to do springs to start with, I should say. But I'm going to throw probably 8 pounds at it to start with. We're going to do factory computer. We're going to do the deck of 80s out of my car. And on the shelf, I have a Walbro 450 in-tank pump that I'm going to put in. And the only really modification that I know I have to do is I'm going to take the clutch fan off and put an electric fan on the truck, but I'm going to wire it through the stock computer so it turns on and off automatically. But yeah, so this is 100% test subject deal here. So this is a 4.8 that I have just obviously in the garage. And I kind of I popped the hood on the truck and I just saw where I would want this. Hopefully everything clears. I haven't even bolted it on yet, but I already found a problem. See, I had the wastegate plumbed right here, and when I went out there again, it would have totally hit the upper radiator hose. So I cut the wastegate off, plugged that, and put a hole here for the wastegate. As long as it's up here, we won't have any issues. The only thing I'm going to have to do is move all the wiring stuff here that goes on like the stock bracket. And I'm hoping that I don't have to do much modification to the heater hoses, because I'm going to keep heat. I'm going to keep AC in the truck. We're just adding a turbo. That's all we're doing. So that's the plan. I think next step is, well, tonight I'm going to weld this wastegate. Right after this video, I'm going to weld that wastegate, and then I'll film that. But after that, I really need to take the exhaust off my truck and just like the air box, the clutch fan, stuff like that. So that's going to be next. And it is Christmas night, so I wish I would have came out here a little earlier so I could have probably got a lot of stuff off the truck in the daylight, but that's all right. We got plenty of things to do out here. So I'm going to weld this quick, and we'll see how that turns out. Okay, there she is. Still hot, still smoking. All goobered and hacked on there, just the way we like it. So that'll definitely clear everything in the truck. And I guess next is start taking stuff off the truck. So I'm going to see how warm it is outside, and I'll probably get started tonight. If not, I'm going to get back out here tomorrow, and we'll see if we can bolt this thing on and make sure everything clears. See if we can get some light in here. All right, boys. So, oh, thanks, Austin. So we got everything bolted up. We have to do a few things. I got to move this. I got some lines touching the turbo. I have to redo the heater hoses. Because they're also against the hot side. It's kind of hard to see in there. And then over here, you've got this, you know, like your power junction block here. I'm just gonna have to move that out of the way and then move this boy out of the way. This can spin, so this is gonna be turned this way. That pipe's gonna be right here. I'm not too worried about that. But honestly, look how much room is in between the engine and the radiator on these trucks. You know, this is going to clear fine. Like I said, that's going to be out of the way this way, so that won't be a problem. I know everybody's freaking out about the non-intercooler. It's not always going to be non-intercooled, but keep in mind we're in Michigan and it's very cold. I'm not going to be romping on this thing. It's going to be on 8 pounds of boost, so please don't worry. 8 pounds. I had my Camaro with no intercooler, 14 pounds, middle of summer, and it did fine. Like, it was hot, but it did fine. So I'm not worried about it this winter.
You were on a hot tune on that one.
And a hot tune, yeah.
So
I saw high IATs, but dude, this is stock everything. Yeah. This is stock 6 liter with a 78 mil. Like, not a big deal. Like I said, though, we're going to run 8 pound spring in it. What's nice is we got to figure something out with the AC, because I would like to keep the AC. I'm not worried about it this winter, so even if I have to disconnect this for now, there's plenty of room to run an exhaust down under the truck. And I do have a 4-inch on the side of the garage with a muffler and a cutout, so I'm going to utilize that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it works out good. And just something real quick, this turbo is sitting kind of high, so I'll need to do a little bit of cutting here. But I'd like to show you guys quick even on the first latch. Can we see in there? We can't see anything.
You can see the top.
It's close.
You can see it.
When the hood shuts all the way, it just touches. But the nice thing is there's a lot of room to cut this out here and still have, you know, not a hole in the hood. So that'll clear up, no problem. The next hurdle on this thing is going to be the turbo drain.
Yeah,
so I'm probably going to just do it in the timing cover like I always do.
Yeah.
And I already have a fitting for it to bolt right up, so that won't be a problem. Yep, that's a pine cone. Welcome. But it's pretty cool for just hacking together a hot side and everything fit pretty good. So little things, I'm not worried about that heater hose. Like, that's going to be an easy fix to get out of the way. Even this stuff, like, this is right against the manifold, but look at this.
Zip
We
tie.
can get this right out of the way. Not worried about it
Duct
at all.
tape.
Duct tape. Can't make it too nice, Austin. Come on.
Zip ties.
So that's the update so far. It's moving along pretty good. And like I said, we'll tackle that turbo drain on the next video.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah. Yep. It's all grimy too. I love it. Look at the grime.
Right here's the
Hold
best
on.
part.
There's
right
the
there.
grime.
Right there.
Look at that. That is the sign of a
We
warrior.
call that horsepower frosting. You take it, yeah.
Horsepower. I'm stealing that, dude. That's awesome. Horsepower frosting. So yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited for this build. It should be a cheap, easy deal. I'm sure it's going to get a lot of attention for a lot of truck guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
6.0
like everybody
turbo.
has this truck.
Everybody's got this truck.
Everybody's
Yep.
got this truck.
And again, if you don't know, this is a 1500 HD, which is basically a 2500 6.0 4L80.
8 lugger.
Oh yeah. So it'll be fun, guys. But yeah, that's it for this video, and we'll keep you updated and see you on the next one.